to finish what we started requires strength, courage, and obedience. To finish what we started requires strength, courage, and obedience. See, God is saying to Joshua, you're about to go to places you've never been before, and you're about to lead to places where you have never been before. So here's what I need you to do. Go in my strength. Go in my courage. Go in my word and be obedient to it. Joshua 1, 6 and 7, be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. See, strength is cultivated by realizing that we don't ever graduate. We're going to honor our graduates in the next service, but I'm going to tell them, hey, you don't ever graduate till Jesus calls you home. They'll put a cap and gown on you and, play some music and give you a this, that, and the other. You're just closing out a chapter because there's a new starting line. I'm not sure what chapter in your life is being closed, but I do know a new one that's just opened up. It's deep and wide. And until Jesus calls you home, you are to walk in his strength. That's why it's so important. You're to walk in his courage. That's why it's so important that we walk with his word. It's why we stress personal worship. It's why we stress you spending time with God. That's why we're coming to you as often as we can, engaging you just in your email inbox, trying to say, hey, have you talked about Jesus today? Have you thought about Jesus today? Have you pondered his word at all? Why? Because you, to finish what God's called you to, must stand in the strength of the word of God, in the courage of the word of God. That's why when we gather in big church, we call this big church, we open the word. And we get in community groups, we open the word. Because every word of God is flawless. And so we examine his word and we draw strength from it and courage from it that we might keep walking. Be strong. Courageous. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So let's do it. Let's get after it. Let's start. Let's finish.